This month, we find ourselves in Spring City, Pennsylvania at Camp Sankanac for the third annual KenCrest Cares Classic. This is a great course on a camp that's got woods, water, and lots of hills. Stay tuned to see who's going to get through it and win it, as Disc Golf Monthly starts now. Welcome to another edition of Disc Golf Monthly. We're in Spring City, Pennsylvania at Camp Sankanac for the third annual KenCrest Cares Classic. Hello everyone, I'm Carl Cubbage, joined by fellow disc golfer and the legend in Delaware, Jimmy McIlvaine. Jimmy, this is a kind of an unusual setting. Most of the courses that we play we find in parks. This is actually on a private a camp, and I got to tell you, this layout is quite phenomenal for being in a course like a camp.
Yeah, it's really pretty cool. There's like you said in the intro, there's lots of water, trees, hills. You have to navigate the whole thing. It's pretty well laid out course.
Well, Jimmy, on a course like this, we both played it and had a blast playing it. What do you think it's going to take for the players today to navigate this great course?
Believe it or not, I think it's going to come down to like some upshots. Whoever can, navigate that last bit. You got a lot of holes here that are like 400-foot par threes that some of these guys aren't quite going to reach. But can they play it? Can they get there though and get the putt in, to get their par? Well,
I think our viewers are really going to enjoy the course, and to give them a little taste of what our competitors are going to see. Jimmy, let's go down to our previous round highlights and see how they're throwing them.
Rough draft on hole one.
That's a beautiful drive over the water, cutting back. He'll have a good look there up on the hill.
Mike Solt playing on hole 8.
Mike, a great promoter at disc golf, drills that one right into the center.
David VISCOMI driving hole 7.
Look at the speed David puts on that one as it zings by the trees. It's covering a lot of ground. Good skip at the end.
John Blaze playing on hole 14.
John a little bit high, but cans it.
John Kraft driving hole 7.
Well, look at that. John keeps that one nice and low, but look at that lift up at the wind. Nice little skip there. Good throw.
Jesse Realm putt on hole 5.
Jesse, solid putt there.
Matt Stollery driving hole 9.
Matt puts it down the middle. Getting some bump there and a little skip at the end. Nice shot.
Paul Brown putting hole 2.
Paul doesn't even think about the water and puts it in.
Stu Strahl drive on hole 14.
Look at that one. Bumps down, bumps up, bumps down again.
Dylan Wilson putt on hole 2.
Right. Solid putt there for Dylan.
Dave Dietz driving hole 2.
Sends it low, nice and flat. Gets a good skip back into the fairway.
Stu Strahl, putt hole 15.
Stew it! Nice shot.
Scott Hawks approach 15.
Scott sends a nice one down. Watch this one start to tail back. Just a tad deep, but nice shot.
Matt LaPorte, putt on hole 5.
Semper Fi, my buddy Matt. Good shot, Matt.
Richard Sassman, approach hole 14.
Richard, nice guy. His dad plays as well. Good shot.
Chris Frederick, putting on hole 5.
Chris, right in the middle.
Chris Frederick's drive on hole 6.
What a picturesque drive right there, folks. Over the water, through the woods, and right in the fairway. Nice shot there. And that's it for the previous round highlights. Well, Jimmy, that was great. I think our viewers really got to see what Camp Sankanac is all about. Lots of woods and water and the hills. It's great to see the terrain change here as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of different shots here. I mean, crossing the water, bringing all those things in OB. Some of the trees are right near the water. It's just an overall nice course.
Yeah, great venue for disc golf. Well, Jimmy, Before we start covering the final 18 holes of this event and go over the player profile, give me a little more in depth with the players that the type of shots they're going to need to do today to win.
Sankanac has a lot of variety, like we were talking about, where there is woods and OB in the water. The water doesn't come in that much. I mean, really, you have to cross the water a couple times, but it shouldn't be that big of a deal. The woods is more of a big deal, and like I said, navigating in that 150 feet in toward the basket, there's a lot of trees in that area.
Well, you know, Jimmy, I salivated on some of the par threes because I'm thinking it's ace time, but they're pretty well protected. Some of the trees and the water around the baskets really made the par threes, I thought, tougher than I usually see on a course.
Yeah. When we start seeing this, you're going to see at the beginning of the course, the par threes are really long. The back nine becomes ace runs, birdie fest, if you can navigate the trees. If you don't, you can get some bogeys quick in there, and that can start weighing on people.
Well, I think our folks are going to see some great disc golf. Jimmy, who's the final four that we're going to follow for the 18 holes here at the 2013 KenCrest Care Classic?
In first place with a 56 is Andy DiFronzo from Coatesville, PA. In second with a 58 is David VISCOMI from Exton, PA. In third with a 59 is Josh Hughes from Alden, PA. And in fourth place with a 61 is Dan Janofsky from Philadelphia, PA.
Well, that sounds like a good group that we're going to cover. Before we go to break, Jimmy, tell me a little bit about the terrain here at this course.
Elevation comes in a lot here. And where there's not elevation, there's a couple of little man-made extras in here. One of the holes actually has a wall that you have to throw over. And there's a couple of houses, couple buildings, some parking lots and things that come into play. Like I said, there's a lot of different things going on here.
Great. Well, folks, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to follow these great four players and see who's going to win the Classic. All right, everyone, welcome to the final round of the 2013 KenCrest Classic, Camp Sankanac. We're following Andy DiFronzo, David VISCOMI, Josh Hughes, and Dan Janofsky. And you can see Andy's got a two-stroke lead. It's going to be a tight race. Let's see if anybody can catch our leader. As we move on to basket one, it's a par three, 333 feet.
Yeah, this one, his first hole, just go right over the water. The trees right there.
And you've got that bridge trestle just to your left. It's
right.
very picturesque. Andy rips one a little bit to the right. He's got a little bit of work there.
See the basket's perched up on that hill there a little bit.
David takes it closer to the trestle bridge and hits the metal. High, caught a little bit of a branch. Okay, a little bit of work there. Let's see what Dan can do. Drills it right down the middle. Just to the base of that tree, and he's got a good look at the basket. Just a great starting hole, Jimmy.
Yeah, it is. With the basket up there like that, it gives some, possibilities of rollaways, everything.
Oh, there was a rollaway there on that cut shot. Tough break. Josh with a straddle. And just drops it right there. Players are guarding against that disc to roll away.
Yeah, and he's got a tough angle here.
Okay.
Looking to see if it rolled away.
David had a very clean look. The jump putt, but stays low, but he's there. Well, caught the rim. You can see where those roots could be a factor there with your stance.
Also causes the disc to jump up and do that little rollaway too. I think that's what everybody's really trying to guard against there.
All right, we've got 3 pars and a bogey. Moving on to basket 2, this is a par 4, 550 feet.
There is OB all the way down the left-hand side of this hole, too.
I know that.
You know that.
I know that. It was dry when I got in there. Look at that shot. Nice and flat. Stays right there in the fairway. See what Josh has got here. Well, that was twisting back nicely. I did not see it finish. Dan turns that over to the right. I think he might be caught up in the tree line.
Yeah, you see them trying. They're trying to stay away from the OB side. That
David VISCOMI throws a nice low. I don't know if I niced him on that one.
Yeah. See, the problem is you get too far over. Now you don't have the correct angle for the basket.
Big turnover. I think that got caught up in the trees just a little bit. David's going to roll it.
Come on, keep going.
Starting right.
Nice roller.
Big roll. Josh, a disc in the offhand and then his throwing disc.
Come on in.
Bringing it around. You could see the big skip there, but that's fine. It's like Andy turned that over just a little too much. Nice smooth shot.
Yep.
Just puts it right there. That basket is fairly close to the water.
Yeah.
So it is a tester. There's a nice high shot. That's a good tip for some of our amateur players. Get those nice high, slow shots will just kind of drop and stay.
And you're here for the birdie.
Wow, a little bit long, but I think he's okay. Hits the top belt of the basket. That wind can be a factor. You can see the wind howling there. And Andy got up high in the chains. I think the wind just took it up there, Jimmy. Tough break there.
Yeah. Getting the bogey when you have the best drive is tough.
Yeah, that's a tough break there. Okay, we've got tie for second, 2-shot lead for Andy. Moving on to basket 3, par 3, 203 feet. Ace, could you say ace run, Jimmy?
Yeah. We'll see. This is a pretty tight hole.
Slides it around that last tree for a nice look at the deuce. Look at that. Slides it right by.
This is the way I like to play a hole like this. I don't really think about going for the ace here. This has got to be that I'm putting it under the basket. This is slightly downhill. An ace run is gone.
And that one is gone.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. David with his second shot.
Nice
Cuts it in beautifully to the center. Josh, solid putt there. Dan's in. Our leader right in the center.
Nice star frame.
Birdies around. That is a star frame. You called it. We're off to a good start here. So we move on to basket 4. This is a par 3, 363 feet.
This is a tough little anhyzer, especially for a right-hander.
Throws it up high, and it's cutting around.
That is a nice shot.
Wow, look at that, right?
Wow.
He's got a good look right along that tree line. That one's starting to tail back.
Good news is he's out, though.
He's clear. He's cut past the trees.
Right.
Oh, got it a little bit too high.
Yeah, we're seeing setting one of those first trees back there. Then you're just done.
And he caught a tree as well.
Yeah, so they both got lucky enough to fall down rather than kick off into the woods. Nice
And he
shot.
puts it right there. David's going to stay with the forehand. Good look at Dan on his second shot. Something stable, going right at it. Nice putt. Good flow on that putt, Jimmy.
Yes. Big birdie. This is a tough hole.
And he converts.
So that puts Josh within 1.
Not bad. Game on here, Jimmy. We're on to basket 5. Par 3, 513 feet. Long downhill.
Yeah, this is a big par 3.
There's a big roller. Look at that thing kicking up from the torque. See if Dan can send one down. Sit up nice and high, tailing back to the left. Hard cut towards the tree line.
This was what I was talking about in the beginning, where, you know, the second shot on these par 3s are going to be critical. There's a lot of trees around that basket.
Boy, that's got some good D on it. And cuts back.
Nice
He's got
shot.
some trees to look at. I was impressed with Andy. We covered him not too long ago on Disc Golf Monthly. Very compact, but he generates some great torque, as you can see on that tee shot. Nice looking shot there. Coming back, you see some skip. All right. Great view there of the basket. Turning over. That one got away from him, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Help.
Got
I don't
away
know what
from
happened there.
See, that's what I'm saying. These are the shots that win and lose tournaments right there.
Big jump putt over the top. All right, Josh goes off to the left. He's got a little bit of work there. Let's see if Andy can get the birdie here. Just goes a little bit high. Just caught the rim. Now that could have been a win. That could have been a win factor there, Jimmy. You just can't. You can't say enough about what the wind can do to a disc. All right, well, we got a double bogey, and a couple of pars. Andy's got that two-stroke lead as we move on to basket 6. Par 3, 393 feet.
This is slightly uphill once again, going over the water.
Sweet shot.
It really is.
Very picturesque hole when you're standing on the tee. Low, sweet, and into the fairway. Our leader on his drive. Good rip. Look how he just keeps that one dead center. Another nice shot.
It's going to be at least a putt.
That's a sweet shot there. Another nice one through the gap.
Yeah, these long par 3s, it's okay to go for it, but you have to end up getting your 3, though. You just can't be overdoing everything. And
wow, that one got caught in the wood line. That's a nice little bridge to go over,
yeah.
too. All right, coming out of the woods. All right, look at that.
Nice save.
David with a look here. Long putt for the 2. Be nice to can this one. All right, right there. That's a lot of elevation there. It doesn't look like it, but it is. Just tails off to the left. Andy with the big jump, and it just curls around the chains.
Nice putt.
David's in. And our leader for his 3. Pars around, still a 2-stroke lead by our leader, Andy DiFronzo. Moving on, we've got basket 7. This is a par 3, 493 feet. A great long throw, Jim.
Yeah.
Looked like it had a little bump up. And he drills one. Nice and flat, right down the middle. Good position. Basket near the creek.
These drives all have to be set up to make those last little approach shots. It's saying a par 3, but these are easy.
Yeah, if you've got a lot of distance, but you're way left or way right, it just totally changes the hole on this one.
Yeah.
Flying nicely. Good little skip there. And they've just got to navigate their way.
Those were 4 good drives.
Trees.
Now, like I said, you have to finish these holes out.
Good shot. You can see the basket. It's right there. Good view here of David. I think he's going to take it high and curl it around as well. Yep, that's the safe route. Nicely done. And he gets the big jump. Just want to put it right there. Nice putt there. Flatten in.
Well played hole.
Pars around. That's how you play them. All right, folks, we're moving on to basket 8. It's a par 4, 434 feet.
Lots of elevation change on the end of this.
I want to say of all the holes I played, this gave me the most trouble. Even with a good shot, you could still end up in a bad spot. Or you could hit that early tree like that. And Jimmy, once they do get past these trees, you can see another early tree. They've got to go up a hill,
right.
Big incline up to the right.
It's a huge elevation up there. And it's not necessarily a clean shot unless you're in the exact right spot.
No. You can hear a lot of different things from players on a hole like this.
That's one way of looking at it.
All right, let's see if Dan can recover after that early tree. There's a forehand out in the alley. All right, that's out in the open. And he's got some work here. He's got a tree in his follow-through.
That's a really nice shot.
Good recovery there.
I think the problem with this hole is that it's not a full drive for most of these players. And you know, 400 and some feet for a par 4 just makes you think weird things. And there
I see the top of the basket at the top of the ridge. The camera's a little bit deceiving. It doesn't make it look like it's that high up, but trust me, it's up there.
And you can see, off your drive, you have to be in the right spot, or it's really difficult.
You know, and even trying to get up the hill, there's still trees to navigate around as David finds one there.
Now, the good news for Andy is he got a second shot at least in the correct spot.
Yeah, he's sitting good on that look. A little bit off to the left.
I'm not sure I got a 4 on this if I ever hit the first tree out there.
All right, that crawled around a lot of trees. There's the flag there. Basket's just below it. A little bit wide right. All right, we're at the peak with David making a run at his 4th throw. Solid hyzer putt right back to the center.
And he makes this. This is a huge save from back there.
And he
Just
does.
awesome.
Right over the rim, dead in. Oh, Josh catches the chains and just kicks to the right. It was a little bit high. All right, well, 2 pars and 2 bogeys. Not bad with the trees that were hit on that one. Andy still keeps that 2-stroke lead. As we move on to basket 9, it's a par 4, 554 feet. There's a big throw starting to curl around to the left. And he comes from the side of the tee back to the center. Throws a nice low one. So we get some skip there. He does. Got some good D after the skip. Dan's starting to take a little line to the left. Catches a tree in the center. Wow, I like that get down low on the crouch position. That goes a little bit to the right. Dan right close to that tree.
See, I think he would have been better off not marking the disc there. I think he was a little bit worried on that, so pulled that disc
Right.
off. And he set himself up again. Nice shot.
Nicely done. Josh with a high flick. See if it cuts back. Should be okay. Dan, the birdie putt. Cutting back nicely. Just caught the top of the basket. He had a good line. Josh for the 4. Just misses metal. Andy for the 3. Wow, it just caught off the rim. All right, good putt there.
Bird.
That was a tough miss by Andy, Jimmy.
Yeah, it really was.
All right, in for the par. He drills that one in. All right, well, we had a little bit of everything on that one. It's only a 1-stroke lead with David's birdie, and Andy didn't convert on his. Let's see if he can hold tight. We're on to basket 10. Par 3, 253 feet.
Okay, now this is when your ace runs.
I like this hole. It's got a little bit of that water to the left.
Yeah.
It's enticing.
For a right-hander, that water comes into play. See, the whole way down.
Absolutely.
Off the hyzer.
And
Like-
it came into play right there.
That's
I mean, that's the beauty of this hole. A short hole, but it's well protected if you make a mistake. All right, let's see what Andy's got here. He takes it more down the right side, even with a little bit of turn, and he's okay. You've got to be careful not to putt too far from that direction.
yeah, but you can't hyzer out. That's the whole point. You almost have to come across at it.
You can't hyzer out. That's a good one. That's a great shot there. And that is going to the right. It's probably into the tree line there. All right, David, who went out of bounds. That was the last place he was in bounds when his disc crossed into the hazard and went out, but a good recovery. Josh up high, cutting back. Good look. Be nice for for Andy to pick this one up here. Just off the top.
Yeah, you miss a couple of putts and then suddenly the water's behind you. It's not quite as...
It plays on your mind, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Here's David VISCOMI with his fourth throw. And he's in. Or a little bit of everything. That par 3 was not as easy as you think it would have been, which makes it a great par 3. We're moving on to basket 11. This is a par 3, 183 feet.
Okay, this is a lot of elevation change. With OB, you have to make the green.
Oh, this is another great hole. Yep. If you throw it to the cameraman, you're not too bad off.
You should be able to see the ledge here soon. There it is. There's the ledge.
Yeah,
that's a be up on the ledge. Yeah.
When you're standing at that tee, it really does look pretty. All right, it looks like a little grip lock there. That one,
well,
somewhere off to the right. He's
up there.
Well, he's got the danger of hyzering out, coming back off the ledge. David drills his, and he's up as well. Josh going right at it and bangs it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was sweet.
I'm trying to figure if that was a throw-in.
Nice strike. And David just pumped it a little bit too high. Wow, he thought he missed, but he threw it soft enough. He missed left side, but it went in the basket. All right, Andy with a nice drive there. Andy's wondering what the heck is going on here, but he converts. Wow, Dan hits top and bottom and out. Folks, we are going to take a quick break. Stay with us. This is an exciting one.
What do a store owner, a mother of 2, and an honor student have in common? They've all recovered from a mental health problem, and they're all part of our lives. Mental health problems are surprisingly common. They affect almost every family in America, maybe even yours. Get the facts about mental health. Call 1-800-789-2647 because mental health is part of all our lives.
Welcome back, everybody. We're at basket 12. This is a par 3, 263 feet. Our leader, Andy DiFronzo, teeing off. Look at that. Caught
now
a
that's
tree.
Some tree love there.
That's
I'm
some
telling
love.
You.
That's an early tree, an early second tree, and he's got some work left. It's an inviting alley shot here.
Yeah. It's almost a must-have, though. It really is.
Nice and low. Oh, but just too far on the right. All right, I think we're going to get some slide all the way there. Nope, checks up a little bit.
And the crazy thing is, the next hole and this hole, right, totally opposite of each other, where you expect to throw this one low, or where the next one you have to throw it high.
Long second shot here for Dan. High cutting back. All right, right there. Oh, David almost converted that one. Hit the chains, the disc twisted upside down and come out.
He got unlucky twice on the same hole. He should have slid toward the basket and then rung out.
Solid putt there for Andy. And that was a tough break there. Just kind of held on to it too long. Hit right chains and went by. There's one solid dead in the center. All right, a birdie, 2 pars, and a bogey. Andy's got a 4-stroke lead here. Jimmy, that's got to help his psyche. As we move on to basket 13, it's a par 3, 260 feet.
And this is where you have to throw high, unless you really want to get gutsy and go through the corral here.
Look at that. Puts it right by the basket. That gives you something to think about when you're looking at that from the tee.
I couldn't throw this shot. I have to be absolutely honest with you.
Well, there's early trunkage, as I call it.
Everything in my being says throw low in the woods so you don't get the super bad kicks.
Right.
And this just played with my head.
There's a big high throw. The flick curling back.
Nice shot.
Good skip. Walks it right to the pole. Dan sends it up. Hits the tree, but almost puts it in.
Nice recovery.
Solid center putt there, and Andy, he could feel it now. David straight in.
Yeah, and he sort of seemed to blow off those couple misses he had there.
3 birdies there. Andy with that 4-stroke lead. David's got a solid hold on second. We're on to basket 14. This is a par 4, 594 feet. Wow, nice pull there. Turning over slightly. Look at that. Sitting sweet.
Yeah, this is tempting a hyzer, and you don't want a hyzer.
No, because you have trouble getting back. That angle, you have to come back left. That one's up there. That one's hyzering, and that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, it is hard not to do that when you're looking at this hole.
All right, there's a nice shot there. All right. And that just took a down elevator there. Wind knocked her down.
Yeah, the more straight you are, the better line you have in this basket.
Got to go high and cut around those trees. All right, it's got to look. You don't want to play it from the left side of those trees, trust me.
Speaking from experience?
Route. My first time there, yes. All right, in the shadows there of the trees.
Don't feel bad. I did the same thing. That's why I know.
What's the old saying? Anybody can play it from the fairway. All right, look at David's on his knees. He's got a putt. He slides it close. All right, just off to the side.
Josh just isn't feeling it.
Wow, there's a strike there. Solid. Our leader cans another one. Look at that. He's on a run there. 5-stroke lead by Andy. Who's going to catch him? We're moving on to basket 15. This is a par 4, 584 feet. Big pull was down low, and look at that thing turn over.
I got to tell you, with all the OB in the trees here, I really appreciate getting to this hole. It was like, I just want to throw. Leave me alone for a minute.
Yeah, there is plenty of
There's
places you can let your disc go on this hole. Cutting back. Dan lets it go, turning over as well.
Yeah, I'm surprised he went to a roller on this. This just sets up to, like, who cares? I mean, it really does. This is just pure distance.
Well, I'm sure if they had a big tailwind, there would have been some rollers down for sure.
Yeah.
Just drilled that forehand shot, and he's drilled it too far towards the next group on the other tee.
Come out of it, come out of it, come out of it. Come on.
All right, they're talking to the discs out here.
I'm sort of surprised because there is nothing in front of that basket. Now, there's problems behind it.
Right, it's just a clean look coming at it.
Come on.
Who's going to be the disc whisperer out here, folks? David sends a high one up. Curling around.
I can't tell.
Yep, he was still a ways off.
Yeah.
Let's see if he can convert here and catch the par in this wind. And that tails off. Andy with the birdie try from the wood line. It's a great look. Just under, not too far back. Solid putt there.
Josh, you got to feel good about that. He's had a couple just bad misses.
They got away, yeah.
Yep.
Andy's in. All right, a couple of pars, a birdie and a bogey. We've got a 6-stroke lead by Andy. Moving on to basket 16. This is a par 3, 333 feet. All right, there's a forehand shot there coming at the camera. Just into the tree line. Andy up high, turning it over, and he's out in the open with a good look. Forehand coming back.
Yeah, the problem with this
Gets
hole
around.
is all the way on the right, and I believe that road is OB.
All right, let's see what Dan's got here. Big pull coming back, and he's okay. Andy with a good look at the birdie. And the wind just got that one, Jimmy. You can see that one just kind of get up on him. All right, that caught the left side of the chains, but stayed. Solid, Andy's in there. All right, well, it's a 5-stroke lead. Right now, Andy is in the driver's seat. Who's got second and third? That's the key. On to basket 17, it's a par 3, 303 feet. Dave, if the low one gets across that little creek bed.
Yeah, this is all about just hitting that gap.
There's a couple of ways to do it. There's
Wind is definitely picking up.
It's howling. And you can see that one bumped down and then bumped up. Look at that, right to the basket. That's a good shot there. Another good pull.
Yeah.
Drop in birdies.
I think they play a little wind dummy on the other two there.
Yeah.
See,
David with a jump putt. Oh, wow, that was close. Andy's drive got him to there. Let's see if he can get to 2 with that wind. And he's in. Pair of birdies, pair of pars. Andy's cruising on to a victory here. Basket 18. This is a par 4, 674 feet, and a great finishing hole.
I love this hole. It's downhill. It's the second shot's very technical. Just don't get in trouble on the first shot.
Yeah, you don't want to go too far left initially. There's OB. David with a big rip. That one stayed low.
I think a couple people threw really low on that. It's like Dania. Yeah, they both just
caught the ground low.
Well, it's a downhill shot, and you're trying not to. The one thing you can't do is get it up too high. And sometimes, you know, with the wind can really mess with you that way.
Oh, saw the disc on that pile. David rips it down there. That went a little bit to the right. Andy playing the high cut shot, coming back. Wow, it's right in that area. All right. Wow, that was close. Dan from the sand pile there. Not too far away. He's got a little bit of work. See if Andy can get the 3 here. Just off the rim. Nice fluid putt there.
There you go.
Yeah.
Over the rim and in. And the winner, Andy DiFronzo of the 2013 KenCrest Classic at Camp Sankanac. Nice round by Andy and all his competitors. So they congratulate the champ. There it is, 6-stroke victory, all pars on that last hole. We're going to take a break, folks, and when we come back, Jimmy and I will wrap up this great event. Hope you enjoyed it. We had some great camera work, and we saw some great disc golf. We'll be right back. Stay with us. All right, Jimmy, that was a great win by Andy. It was close. It got really close, but that string of 5 birdies that Andy had on the back with only 1 birdie for the bogey for the whole round really made the difference with that group.
Yeah, they were really close to that front 9, and then Andy just stepped on it and it was over. I mean, it's the way it is sometimes. You get hot, you can't really do anything about it.
Well, we got to see a great scramble between David and Josh there at the end, too.
Yeah, I mean, you have to be able to play for something. You know, once the guy gets ahead of you, you know, you don't want to throw away the second place by going anything nuts, you know, so go ahead and try to get second.
Great. Well, we saw a great event here at Disc Golf Monthly. We hope if you find yourself near Camp Sankanac that you check it out, because I certainly love throwing that course. It's a great time. Thanks to all the volunteers and event staff at this event, and thanks to our cameraman, producer, Kevin McGorry, who covers them high and low and far and wide to get this coverage to you folks. Well, I'm Carl Cubbage with fellow disc golfer Jimmy McIlvain, and I'm telling you, he is a legend for Disc Golf Monthly, the show that takes you one step closer to the sport of disc golf.
I gotta thank my sponsors, Dynamic Disc, Latitude 64, Westside, Gervin and the crew for running this awesome tournament. Pastor Jeff and Camp Sankanac, this course is awesome, I love them. Thanks Randy for caddying for me, and here. There he is. And this win's for my dad, Eddie.
All right.